Good evening, everybody. My name is Vandita. So let's paint a butterfly together. So before this is the sketch that you must have ready by now to get started. Now what I do is before for this butterfly we will be mixing some colors in the palette. Okay. So let me tell you which all colors we will be needing for the painting. We will be needing yellow, orange, red, blue, green, pink and black. Yellow, orange, green, blue, pink, black and red color. Okay, so have a fresh water container with you in which you have your water, clean water, and when we get started squeeze little bit of paint in your palette. So I have already squeezed some paint in my palette which we will be using for the demonstration today. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to um, you can use a spoon, small spoon, a dropper, okay, or how I mix my color is uh, we need to mix the orange color very thin, so drop in some amount of water into the palette, okay, and then take the so I'm using I have my orange color in a different palette, so let me show you how I mix my colors. I pick up my color from the palette and I mix it here. Okay. I take my color from the palette and mix it here. I will add, it's looking more yellowy, so I will add a touch of orange to it. It's yellowish orange, so we will have to add little bit of both orange and yellow to get our color. Okay. If you don't have exact colors, you can mix red and yellow and get an orange. Just make sure that you have slightly more yellow in the mix. Okay, after you have mixed your colors, we will apply our yellow color on this area, sorry, orange color on this area. Okay, very carefully and slowly apply the color. Okay, so very carefully, nicely, so that it does not go out of the boundary, just apply the paint here and apply the orange color in the body of the butterfly also. Okay, in the background my son is fighting with his friend. Okay, so let's allow this area to dry. Okay, so we will not have so much of time that we can complete both sides of the butterfly. I will focus on finishing one side of the butterfly so that you can finish the remaining butterfly on your own. Okay, have a tissue with you handy as we start working on the other areas. Okay, now we will just apply our pink color here. First fill this with plain water. Okay, and just drop in the pink color. Into the color mix. Okay, let me zoom in on this side of the butterfly so that you are able to see what I am working on. Okay, now let's, same way I have mixed some of my red mix. You can see here I have my red mix ready to go with some water and red color, and I will apply my red mix in these small shades. Okay, okay, now we will use a green mix. So I have some blue color already on the palette here. What I will do is I will add little bit of green to this color because I need a greenish bluish color for our painting. Okay, now just fill this area in. Okay, I think I need little more green to the mix. Even if your color is little different than mine, that's completely okay. It's a butterfly that we are painting, so butterflies are colorful. Okay, so let's just fill this up with green color. Okay, once we have done with this, allow this to dry. Now what I see is this pink color is quite light. I will go back and apply some water. Okay, and add little more pink color for it to brighten up more. Okay, okay, I have some water here which I'll just wipe with my brush. Okay, and now I have missed one spot where I need to add the red color. Okay, now orange color must have dried by now. I will now mix my black color. Okay, here again the same way I have mixed, I will put in some water. Here the amount of water that I am using to mix the black color is less than what we use. See, you can see here we have put in a lot of water. Here I have not added so much of water. It is kind of a thicker mix. Okay, so let's start off. We will do these. Let me move the paper a little bit. Okay, we would do the body of the butterfly. Okay, and okay, my camera goes away after a while. Just give me a second. Okay, okay. So now we will apply black color. See, be very careful in applying the black color. See, this has spread. I had some water. Use a tissue and dab my color. Okay, so let's start. Let's do one thing is, let's paint over this area first, which is little more dry, and in the meanwhile that area will dry out. Okay, okay, so we are applying our black color over here. Okay, okay, let me move the paper a little bit so that you are able to see more clearly. Okay, and black color will come here also. Okay, so let's continue. So we were just applying black paint over this area. Okay, so just apply the black color. If your color by chance is lighter than what I have put, nothing to worry about. Don't just let the color dry, and you can apply the same color once everything dries. Okay, so here also we have our black color. Okay, so I am just gradually applying our paint. Okay, now as watercolor dries, it always dries lighter than what we are looking for. Okay, so even the black color is going to dry lighter than what we want. Okay, so we have to allow it to dry completely before we go in. Okay, here is a thin line of black color. Just apply some small dots are there. Okay, now since as you are using up, you are doing this painting, as the brush runs out of color, okay, as you have applied color and it starts running out of paint, at that time, see now my brush still has a lot of pigment. Now it is starting to run out. I will go in here, okay, and I will, there are some tiny feathers kinds of, okay, around this area of the butterfly. Okay, so just add these feathery kind of, okay, look to the butterfly. Okay, so let me use another paper to show you how it has to be done. Take your brush and apply these kinds of thin kind of strokes on the butterfly. Okay, I am just slightly touching the tip of the brush to the paper. Okay, so let's apply our black color over this. Okay. Now what we need to do is use our red color one more time and apply some red color here on the butterfly in the body to make it bright. And I will also add a touch of I will take some yellow color and I will just go in to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so that way butterfly will look bright. Now see, black color right now it has dried correct, like it is not very dull. Just in case yours is darker, lighter than what you want, let it dry completely and then just apply the same way that we have applied in the first layer. Apply it just one more time. Okay, in case the black color that we have dries lighter than what we want it to be. Okay, now let's intensify some other colors. Now our orange color is slightly on the lighter side. What we have to do is we have to wet these small areas, okay, with water and then drop in like orange color. Okay, so just drop in our orange color so that it will become little more vibrant. Okay, just wet this area. Okay, I have taken little more paint first time, just take a little less, slightly less, and just make these kind of lines in the. Okay, so I will just go slightly fast. Okay, I will wet the paper together. Okay, I'm not putting in a lot of water, like just little bit, and just add these kind of marks onto the butterfly. Make, okay, so that it will start looking nice. Same thing we have to do over here also. Okay, had some orange color on my brush, that's okay. Okay, just wet this area very carefully. Be careful it does not touch the black color, and I am confident that by the time I will reach this, it will not dry on me. Okay, so if it is drying out on you, wait, complete one area, apply water, finish one area, and then go to the next one. Okay, so this is how I will let it dry Okay, little bit more. Now these are all veins. Okay, these are all slightly orangish veins which are here. See, it's slightly wet right now. We will have to wait for it to dry and then go in. Okay, probably we'll wait for it to dry and go come in the end. Okay, so this is how our butterfly looks at the moment. Okay, now what we have to do is take little bit of red color that we have already put in and apply a small line. Okay, and just take some of the red color and just put in these feathers also. Okay, so that it will just look little bit nicer. Okay, now we are almost done. See, take any white color, a correction pen, acrylic color, any color. I am using bleed proof white by P. Martin. You don't have to use the same white. You can use white watercolor, white acrylic color, white correction pen which you use in school, and just apply these dots. Okay, tiny dots onto the butterfly. Okay, we will even touch a bit of white here. Okay. Now let's come here and do the same thing here. It is slightly wet. I would ideally not do it if it is wet. Okay, wait for it to dry completely and then apply these dots. Okay, so, and before we end, let me do one more thing. Apply. Okay, here I am not able to apply dots right now. It is wet, but we need to apply dots here also. I will add black dots here. Okay, and as it has dried out, I will go in, take my orange color and create these veins with orange color. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the demo, and if you have a same way you can apply, do the next part. Just let me darken before we go this area a little bit more. with the pink color. So this is how the final painting will look like. Okay, so you can work towards getting this kind of painting. Okay, so the colors are slightly different from what we have, and I just want to show you, by mistake my hand rubbed against the paper, so I will just clean this up with the wet tissue. Okay, so it will go away. Okay, so that our painting looks neat and tidy in the end. Okay, so we can easily scrub off this color from the paper. So this is watercolor, and also if we make such mistakes, they can be cleaned up. I hope you enjoyed the demo. I hope you enjoyed the demo. If you have any questions and doubts, please feel free to get back to us.